Good Saturday morning, my friends. Just sharing the glamorous morning with you. Out here scrubbing out waterers. We slept in a little bit this morning. It is not shutting off. Hold on a minute. It is 6:30 and I just came out to get the chickens up and ready for the day. Those little ones last night were giving us a run for our money, but I'll talk about that later. But I hear them squawking, so let me get all these waterers filled, scrubbed, and back where they belong. Okay, in from doing the chickens, now working on coffee and tea. Everybody else is still sleeping. Andrew's away. He's at the shore for the weekend. Adam's sleeping, Doug's sleeping. I got up and took care of the chickens and working on making the coffee and tea for everyone. It was a late night last night. We played poker, had so much fun. Adam's best friend played with us. That was a lot of fun. He did good. He won a lot. But it was a good night, but I ate too much. Oh boy, did I eat too much. Yeah. And I think back in the day I probably would have eaten so much more. But now I'm just not used to that, and I overate. So I feel crappy this morning. I just feel bloated. I feel my stomach doesn't feel good. I just don't feel good. And I know this. Why do I continue to do this? Why do I do it? I don't know. But anyway, it is what it is. We have a picnic today. We have a family reunion today. And that is down at, it's called the Salem County Sportsman's Club. They have a lake and fishing and all that good stuff. That starts at noon. Dinner's at 4. We'll probably get there between 12 and 1, I assume. Excuse me. I am making corn, mozzarella, tomato basil salad to take. I never got my mozzarella made yesterday. So I'll use store-bought, which is fine. But I do have the milk in here. I have a gallon of whole milk to make mozzarella, so I've got to make it. Maybe, I don't know, tomorrow or Monday. I've got so much stuff to do over the next couple days. I've got tons of canning to do, and the next couple days are just so busy. I'm really not quite sure when it's going to get done. I've gotten a lot of messages and emails asking me if I was doing a pop-up this weekend. I'm not, because of the party. And I'm not doing it next weekend either because I have a bridal shower. But the weekend after, our local Tractor Supply is having a farmer's market. And it's free. You don't have to pay for it, which is really nice. So I applied for a table and was accepted. So I will be doing a little farmer's market at Tractor Supply. So I got to start thinking about what I want to offer that day. Definitely sandwich bread and definitely sourdough English muffins because, you know, they sold out, and jam. I'm thinking about baguettes, and I'm thinking about doing like a combo, like a baguette and a jar of bruschetta in a jar for like one price, kind of like a little, you know, combo deal. Because we tried the bruschetta in a jar last night. Very, very good. Very, very good. It will be especially nice in the middle of winter. I mean, now we don't need it because it's summertime. And we have the fresh tomatoes and we have the fresh stuff. But it'll be super duper nice in the wintertime when we want that fresh taste. So I am going to be canning up a whole bunch more of that to sell and for my personal shelves. So. But I'm just waiting for the water to boil, and I'm going to go and get this day started. I have some things I want to do this morning, my devotional, and work on my website a little if I have time. We'll see. If not, it'll get done later. That's about it. So, I got to feed the little babies. Oh my gosh, the teenagers, when I said about them. So they have been so good about putting themselves up in the coop. It took about 2 days for them to like learn how to do it, you know? So we put them up in the coop for the first 2 days, and then they figured it out. They were doing it all on their own. I was like, this is great, this is great. So last night, we're done poker. It's like midnight or after. We go outside. They weren't in the coop. They were like on the ramp and like kind of, some of them were in like right at the door. They wouldn't go all the way in. I have no idea what was going on with them last night, but we kind of shoot them in and I don't know. But it was kind of funny. And this morning, man, they bum rushed the door to get out. So that was funny. But anyway, I can't open my thing here, so I need to put the phone down and I'll be back later. Okay, before we can make a corn, tomato, mozzarella, and basil salad, we need to, what do we need to do?
Oh, shucks.
Oh, shucks. We need to shuck the corn. Okay, sitting down to breakfast, and I have an omelet that kind of fell apart a little bit. I'm not quite sure what happened, but it's 2 eggs, and I also have in there some fried peppers and some tomatoes. I've got some bacon, and I made a bunch of baguettes the other day. I was recipe testing. We used some for poker, and we had some left, so we just toasted up little pieces of baguette there. So that is breakfast this morning. I also made a whole bunch of cupcakes to take to the picnic today, and yeah, so that's that. We are not eating dinner until about 4 o'clock or a little bit after, so I figured I would have a pretty decent breakfast and then not eat anything again until 4. So that's my plan. Okay, Doug is helping me make the salad for the picnic. I have a whole video on it, I believe. Yeah, I know I do. But we are just taking all of the corn off of the cobs. There's a dozen ears here. You can definitely make this recipe as much or as little as you want. It's very, very easy to manipulate. So he's cutting all that off. These will not go to waste. These will go out to the chickens and they will pick them clean. So while he's doing this, I'm going to work on the tomatoes. Okay, you can use any kind of tomatoes you want, but grape or cherry tomatoes are definitely the best. I really don't measure them. You can use, I think the recipe says a dry pint. I just quarter them until I think it looks like enough. So I'm going to work. Okay, and to our salad, I added a bunch of chopped fresh basil from the garden and also fresh mozzarella cheese that I just cubed in little tiny squares. Now this is done. We just have to dress it, but you're not supposed to dress it until about 15 minutes before you serve it. So I'm going to mix up the dressing in a mason jar and just take it with us. So we are at the family reunion. These guys are getting their fishing poles ready. Oh, I don't even know. You haven't even talked to Adam since he's been home. We'll have to talk to Adam. So we haven't even talked to you since you've been home on the vlog.
That's me.
So here is, people are trickling in little by little. As always, way too much food. We brought a big basket of tomatoes to share. That's Doug's mom right, I can't do, right there. Sitting down with the white top on. And we will be fishing in no time. Okay, Adam, what did you get there?
Tiny sunny.
Let's see it.
It's bleeding because it swallowed the hook like a moron.
Okay, help it.
Well, I need the hook.
And throw it back.
There you go.
Did you catch anything, Matt? As always, forgot to pick up the camera. So half of my sloppy joe is gone. Half of my fruit is gone. Half of my salad is gone. But everything is absolutely delicious. I think I did pretty good. Okay, dinner's over and now it's picture time. And then, of course, how many people does it take to take a picture?
Too many.
So we are home from the picnic, had a very, very good time, just catching up and enjoying ourselves. Been home for a little bit, watching the Phillies game, gotten our comfy clothes, comfy jammies, and then came outside to let the chickens free range a bit. And we actually let the little girls, not the baby girls, but the middle girls, out with them. They are having a blast. They are not even afraid. They pretty much came right out. They're all hanging together, and even a couple of the big girls kind of came over and checked them out, and there was no trouble, so that's a good sign. But they are having a blast. So we're gonna let them out for a little bit longer and then go in and call it a night, finish watching the game, and just kind of take it easy and rest. Because tomorrow we have church, and Adam wants to go out to breakfast, and then I'm going to be helping my sister with some shower stuff tomorrow. So should be a pretty good day. Did very well at the picnic eating wise. You saw my plate. I did have a little bit of dessert. There were a ton of desserts, but I was very, very careful about what I picked and the sizes of what I picked. Like one bite of like 3 or 4 different things, like one bite. So very enjoyable. Now I'm hanging with my chickens, and nothing's better than that. Well, no.
Hanging with me.
Hanging with him is better than hanging with the chickens, but hanging with him and the chickens is even better. So just heard from Andrew. He's having a blast at the shore with all his friends. So yeah, just enjoying everybody's company. So this one right here is one of our suspected roosters. Yeah, I'm not thrilled. I think we've got 2. I'm not sure, but this is definitely one of them. Okay, out to breakfast. I have a rancher's omelet. There's no way I'm eating that whole thing. It is what I wanted today, and sometimes you just have to do it. Doug got the breakfast quesadilla, and Adam got strawberry shortcake French toast with a side of tater tots. So that is breakfast this morning. Okay, done breakfast. I ate half of that. It was so good. Sometimes you just have to get what you want and sometimes you have to get what you want and not what you think you should get. If I had gotten like a veggie omelet or something like that, I would have eaten the whole thing because I wouldn't have been satisfied, because it's not what I wanted. I wanted this today. I've been looking at it for 4 weeks. I'm like, you know what? I'm getting it. And I only ate half because it was so delicious and so satisfying, because it was what I wanted. And now I'm not going to be looking for something else because I'm satisfied. I hope that makes sense. So sometimes you just maybe don't go for the 0 point or lowest point option. You just go with what you want, and you eat until you are satiated, satisfied. And you have to stop and think about that. You can't go, well, I'm not going to be satisfied till I eat the whole thing because it's so good. Absolutely, it was so good. Could I have eaten the whole thing? Yes. Would I have felt like crap? Yes. I ate like he does, because he ate that whole breakfast quesadilla. I can't believe he ate the whole thing. I really did not expect that.
I wasn't going to, but I just couldn't stop.
Did not expect that. So it was, and Adam only ate half of those tater tots. The other half are in the box with my omelet. So somebody can have that tomorrow. And I will not, Adam said, me.
Fight for it.
Now they're fighting over it. Yeah, because I won't eat it again, because, you know, when I do get a higher point option and I take the other half home, I don't want to eat that other half, because then I'd be eating the whole higher point option, if that makes sense. I don't know. It works for me. But what I'm trying to say is sometimes don't deny yourself something that you truly want, because you may surprise yourself, and by not eating the whole thing, but becoming satisfied. And by the way, the rancher's omelet had meat in it, no cheese, and a little bit of sausage gravy on the top. So it was so good. So good. And will I ever get it again? I will. Not next week or not the week after. Not right away, but I definitely will. And, you know, it all works. So we are heading home. I'm going to be working with my sister this afternoon, working on shower stuff. I've got some computer work to do for that. I still need to update my website. It'll get done at some point today. I want Adam to talk to you guys at some point, tell you about his summer. Just a quick overview of how it all went. Don't know when Andrew's coming home from the shore, but we'll catch up with him. We have a tag coming out on Tuesday, and I'm hoping that we can all be in it because it's been a hot minute since we all did one. So anyway, that's that. I will show you what my sister and I are making and what I'm making on the computer for the shower and all that fun stuff. Okay, haven't picked up the camera because we have been so busy, but it has been a very, very productive afternoon, I think.
A lemony afternoon.
A lemony afternoon. So Jean and I made, what did we make? Here, hold one of these up, huh?
Keep me off that video.
Hold one of these, I'll keep you off, just hold it up. There are 4 hooks around the venue for the shower. So we made these lemony swags. Made 4 of those to put on the hooks. Then we made, well, we didn't make it. We took 2 of these, what are they, Jean? Laurel things with lemons on it. And that's for the top of the
Backdrop.
faux boxwood backdrop that we rented. And then we made, these are the centerpieces for the table. We made 4 of those. And then we had all these Hershey Kisses. And if they're in my house, I'm going to eat them. So we just put them in a little pedestal bowl with some lemons, and that's going to go on the dessert table. And what's up next? Limoncello bottles?
We got to figure them out.
Oh, yes. And I did get, I told you I had computer work to do. This isn't cut out, but I made this. This will be cut out to a 5x7 and printed on cardstock. And then these will be on everyone's plate, just so they have an idea when the wait staff comes around of what, what is being offered for lunch, and, they'll have an idea and they can order quickly. And place cards. So we're doing good. I did forget, these are gonna have bows on the top. They're not just gonna be all janky. They will have pretty white bows on the top of those. So we banged out all this in no time at all. The label, which this is the wrong one. We moved the thank you down a little bit. I thought it was too close to the top. The label for the limoncello took longer than anything. Oh, I also did place cards, but they need to be cut out still. So a very productive lemony afternoon. Oh, I don't think I showed you the wreath that we made. Not sure what we're gonna do with that yet. Oh my goodness, it is 9 o'clock and we kind of just got done. So I just ate dinner about a half an hour ago. I was really hungry. Andrew had brought home his contribution to the weekend at the shore was hot dogs and rolls, and he brought some home. I threw a hot dog in the pot, and that's what I had for dinner. That and about a half a cup of the corn salad that was left over from yesterday. That was my dinner. Not the most nutritious dinner, not the healthiest dinner, but it was there. It filled my belly, and now I won't be hungry like through the night or when I wake up. We got pretty much everything done. Let me show you. So the last thing we did was the little bottles for the limoncello and the tray. We had them sitting on here because it's where we were doing them, and my sister's like, they look really good on your tray. I'm like, they do. So we took some reindeer moss. I have more, I just didn't put it. We're just gonna cover it with reindeer moss, and that's that. And then we made the little signs for the desserts. We didn't make one for the cake. I made this. That's gonna go on the table with the favors. So yeah, we got a lot done. I am super, super excited. So now on Friday, all I have to do is fill these bottles with that. And and pick up the macarons. So I am very impressed with what we got done today. Didn't make for a very fun, exciting weekend for you guys, because this is, life. It's life is what it is. It's life. So tomorrow, me, Doug, and Adam are all off. Adam does not have to report to jury duty. Adam still needs to chat with you about his summer, but he'll do that this week. Because right now, him and Andrew are doing brotherly things. And What else? I have a mess to clean up. So yeah, us three are off tomorrow. I'm not sure what, Andrew gets home by 1. I don't know what's going on tomorrow. I'm not sure what we're doing or anything. We'll figure it out. I've got to do my website. I really did not think I'd be busy till 9 o'clock tonight. I didn't, but that's okay. So I'm calling it. I will be back tomorrow, Tuesday, with a Tuesday tag. We got to film that tomorrow too. We're going to do that today, but nothing got done today. Nothing got done today, but that's okay. I have a lot of canning I need to get done too, like a lot. But we'll figure, and I have a busy babysitting week. Busy. I have 5 kids Tuesday, Wednesday, and Thursday. So, but we'll figure it out. Little girls go to bed.
Little girls in bed.
So that's that. And I will see you all in my next video.